What is going on, good people? How are you? As we head into week one and start bench advice time, I'm going to walk you through your questions. We'll talk start bench advice only. Well, we can talk trade. We don't have to limit it here on the Fantasy Football Show. We're at Sonic. This episode's brought to you by Sonic Drive-In, where you can get a round 44 Coke. Hit me with your start bench advice. What's up, Dried Ocean? What's up, Royal? What's up, Antonio, Brady, Nick, JP, and the Hizzy? Look at that new avatar JP's got for being a long-time member, not just a 1 month or 2 month, a long-time member of the YouTube membership, which gives you exclusive Zoom links on Sunday morning and extra YouTube videos. What's up, Jaws? Hit me with your questions. Let's go. Start bench advice time. Mostert on Taylor. Mostert over Taylor. I think you got to start Mostert right now until you know what is up with Taylor and his workload. I mean, honestly, you wouldn't be crazy to go either, but I kind of think, I might go. I mean, Arizona's like almost dead last. I think they're going to have a much improved defense, but Arizona's probably more along the bottom 10 in the league, I'd say, overall in defense. But the Colts face the Jaguars, who I believe were in the bottom 2. So I kind of think that I'll try and check my IG, man, but I got so many dang DMs, I probably wouldn't even be able to find it. Arizona can't stop the best rushing defense. Yeah, I think until we know more about the workload for Taylor and he's a rookie. We got Mack, we got Hines. You got to go Mostert. I agree. Mostert. Final answer, Mostert. McKissick. No, Gibson's going to be the guy. I don't care who's named what or what they're talking about. Hey, Smitty, pick 2: Taylor, Hunt, or Brandon Cooks. I'm going to go Taylor and Hunt if it's me. You wouldn't be crazy to go Cooks, but I'm not. Hollywood Brown or Gibson, you go Hollywood. Hollywood all day long. Hollywood's about to drop. Remember what Hollywood did in week 1 last year? You remember what he did? He had 40 whatever yards, and I don't have it off the top of my head, and 2 touchdowns. Looked like a beast. I think we're going to see a repeat week 1 for Hollywood Brown. Hollywood Brown all the way. Thoughts on Gurley? I don't like Gurley at all. I didn't touch Gurley with a 10-foot pole in 2020. I own, out of my 20-something leagues, I own 0% of Todd Gurley. 0. I don't have him on one team. I may not have mock drafted him once. I may have, JP, maybe you know, I may have mock drafted him one time. Maybe. I think maybe I was drunk. I may have timed out. I don't know, but I don't own him in any league. If I would, I would trade him. I would trade him. Social distancing from Gurley. That's a good way to put it, Aaron. It's a very good way to put it. AJ Green or Hollywood Brown, not even close for me. Anything can happen. AJ could have 110 yards and a touchdown, and Hollywood could have 40 yards. Anything can happen. It's football. But Hollywood Brown is a on the verge wide receiver 1 for me. AJ Green's a flex. You're talking about they're not even on the same tier. Not even close in my mind. Danny with the super chat. Half PPR flex, Singletary, Sutton, or Boyd? This is a great question. So Boyd, the Bengals are playing. They're at home against the Chargers, and the Chargers are like a top 10 defense. Who are the other options? Singletary is at home against the Jets, and the Jets are like, I'd say, bottom 10 defense. So, but we don't really know what his workload is, how healthy he is. And Sutton, Denver is at home Monday night at home against the Titans, who are like a bottom 20 defense. I think your safe play is probably Sutton. I would say that's your safe play. If you want to roll the dice a little bit, you could go Boyd, but until we know what Cincinnati's going to look like on offense, I'm staying clear of that when I have better options, and you do. I think Sutton's pretty safe. I love Jerry Jeudy. Smitty, John Brown, or Slayton. Um, Anything could happen with that, man. But Slayton, give me Slayton. What's up? What's up, Lemire? You got Fournette, Chris Thompson, Darrell Williams. Who should you start at running back to? Probably Fournette, but I don't know. Do I have a? I had an omelet here, of course, because I eat eggs all the time, and I think I had some on my face there. John Allen, yes, I got an omelet at Sonic because I get a custom job. My buddy, he owns the Sonic, so Singletary versus the Jets, pretty nice. Yeah, and it's at home. Singletary, Sutton, yeah, Sutton. I don't know. I don't know what to think on that one. I'm tempted to change it to Singletary. You're getting me excited, but I think Sutton's safe. Singletary's more of a. I think if you want to roll the dice a little bit, because Singletary, you don't know how much Moss is going to take away from him. I don't think Moss will take a lot from him right away. They'll use Moss, but I think Singletary will have to lose their job. Andrew Silva with the super, Parker or Moss PPR. You got to go Parker until we see what kind of workload Zach Moss is going to be given. We don't know what it is yet. That Parker is safer. Baker Mayfield in a super flex. Oh, Scott, get out of here, Scott. I timed out in my draft. Was it last night? Last night in my draft, I don't even know what day it is anymore. And I timed out, and it was a super flex, so it's okay. But I timed out, and I got Baker, disappointment maker on my timeout. I was so angry, I couldn't speak for like a minute. I'm not even joking. Watch the live, and I just lowered my head. And then a couple people would come in. I think Scott was kidding, but a couple people would come in and they're like, "Hey, Smitty, I don't agree with your Baker pick." And I'm like, "Shut your mouth! Shut your mouth!" But looking back, Monty was there. It makes me really angry that I couldn't take Montgomery over Baker, but it was a super flex, and it's not crazy. It's not horrible. People take Baker way higher than that in super flex. I don't. I'm not going near him. Fool me once, shame on me, and timeout again, shame on me. I guess I'm riding and dying with Baker. My team is lit though. I don't even care, Scott. My team is lit in that league. I've got an insane team. I have Tom Brady, I have Thomas Brady, of course, Barkley. I have Kareem Hunt. I have uh, Galladay, Godwin, AJ Brown. Who are my other players? I forget. Gronk. You took Lamar every chance you got. I don't blame you, man. Trust your gut. Follow your guys. Get your guys. Don't worry about other people. Don't worry about, oh, you drafted a QB early. Oh my God, you can't believe you. I traded. This is Jason or Jamin. Sorry, Jamin. Traded Saquon and Julio. Wait, what? Saquon and Hollywood Brown for Miles Sanders and Julio Jones. No way, dude. Oh, Jamie, why didn't you come to me? Take a lap, Jamin. Jamin, take a lap. I appreciate you. I want you to stay here, pitch your tent. We will. This is your new home. But I would not have done that. Hollywood Brown's about to become a wide receiver one. Hollywood Brown will hang with Julio way easier than Miles Sanders is going to hang with Barkley, in my opinion. It's not horrible if it's redraft. Not horrible if it's redraft. It's horrible if it's dynasty, but it's not horrible if it's redraft. But I would take Saquon and Hollywood all day long, all day long. Wouldn't even. I would have rejected that thing. I would have licked my hand and slapped him across the face if he sent me that. I would have literally just. I would have throat punched him. That'd be offensive to me. I'd be angry over that. So I don't like it. Drafted Clyde Edwards-Helaire, but I still appreciate you and trust your gut. And Julio, if Sanders works out, it'll be an even trade for you. Why am I so high on Hollywood Brown? Well, Hollywood Brown already showed us what he's capable of doing. He got hurt. He played hampered all year. I know a lot of people could blame, you know, his poor play on just that's what you're going to get. That's what you get out of the box with him. You're going to get a big game, a bunch of mediocre games. But he was hurt, so you got to kind of look at it like, do you believe that he was playing to form in week one when he had 147 yards and 2 touchdowns and looked phenomenal doing it? It wasn't like a defensive back fell down or he got, lucky near the goal line. He literally worked. I know it was Miami. I believe it was Miami in that week one, but he literally was amazing all over the field, watching this guy knife through defenses like a veteran, like sliced bread. And I think that we saw glimpses of him do really well throughout the year, but he was hampered. He was hurt. He had an injured foot. He's been working with a footwork king. His foot looks 100%. He posts like videos on social media of how hard he's working. He put on, I think, about 20 pounds, and he doesn't look like he lost any of his quickness. So if you're worried about injury with a little guy, he gained 20 pounds, so he's got more muscle. He's as quick. His foot looks healthy. He looked like a wide receiver one. He passed the eye test for me. Wipe your feet, says Scott, when you're walking in the door. I appreciate that, Scott. Hit the thumbs up button. It does help the channel. And I feel like Hollywood Brown is about to make that leap. I felt like when I watched Hollywood Brown, again, this is eye test material. This is not like, okay, well, we have this, this, and this, and this. We have stats. We have week one, 147 yards, 2 touchdowns. How much more stats can I give you with that? How many more stats can you crank out? I mean, like that is an elite game. That is an elite outing. And more importantly, if you watch how he played in it, it wasn't, again, just lucky yardage and touchdowns that he fell into. He literally earned that. He looked amazing doing it. But he passed the eye test for me. I saw a wide receiver one when I saw him play. And if anybody wants to argue with me about what I saw, they can. I don't care. Like, I've been doing this 16 years. When I do talent evaluation, when I look at a player, when I try and figure out if a player is going to become the next elite wide receiver, and I feel it, I feel it. Like, no one can take that away from me. When I watch Hollywood Brown play, I see an elite wide receiver one. Are there different types of elite wide receiver ones? Are there guys like Julio and Galladay who are lanky? They go up and get 50-50 balls. They dominate the space around them. Yeah. Are there wide receivers like Steve Smith who are quick and shifty and like Tyreek Hill? I think Tyreek Hill and Hollywood Brown, they're very Steve Smith like. And I think no one's going to be able to guard Hollywood Brown. With the way the NFL rules are today, this is a guy that will be unguardable. And if they move him all over the field, he'll be even harder to guard and contain and double team. He's amazing. He's amazing. And if Lamar does up his TD total like James is hoping right here, you're going to see Hollywood Brown absolutely explode. No better player to throw the ball to than Hollywood, baby, says Noah. Should I trade away pick 22 and 27 for 13 and 36? 22 and 13. I mean, I could see that being a good move. I mean, but it depends what you do with that pick. If you go up and take at number 13 the same guy or a guy capable of being the same as the guy at 22, example would be Mike Evans or Godwin at 22, and you take Julio at 13, then hell no, don't do that. If you're going to take a guy that's a difference maker, a guy you can't get later, then I say maybe. But the bottom line is I like Evans and Godwin as much as half of the guys right up in that 12 to 14, 15 range. So be careful doing that trade. Make sure you're taking a difference maker or don't do it at all. I don't really like I don't know if I like that, like thinking about it. Because at 12 and 13, what are you getting? Yeah, Jacobs, you're getting an Eckler. I like those guys, but Evans and Godwin are near as good. I almost rather see you trade a, you know, 40 and 60 pick overall type for another top 18 overall pick. You don't have to go as high as 12. Go in the 18, 15 range. Get a Godwin, get an Eckler or Drake that may fall there. I kind of like that idea better. I don't know that I'm just going to sign off on one or the other. When you throw something at me, I'm kind of like, dude, think of something a little more creative. I think to get into the top 2 rounds versus getting rid of one almost second round, or it is a second round pick at 22 for a higher second round pick. I don't know that I would do that. I'm all for trading up, but I'm more for trading up lower picks to get another pick, not give away a second rounder. Should I still start Gibson even though McKissick is the running back one? It's a tough call. It's a risk. No one knows what's going to happen with that situation. I think that if Washington is facing a middle of the pack defense. Some people consider them top 10. Some people think that the Eagles are going to be, right around 15, 20 overall for total defense. I kind of feel like Gibson, if he gets enough work, will do well, but we don't know if he's going to have the work. I kind of feel like it depends on your options. If you're looking at a Parker, like a Devontae Parker versus a Gibson, maybe run Parker out there for week one. Let's let Gibson get a hold of some workload before we start throwing him out there and getting 2 points and being like, damn it, and then you're soured on Gibson. Then you don't start Gibson the week he goes off because you're mad at him, and then he goes crazy. Is Bryan Edwards start worthy in the slot? Maybe not yet, but he could be very quickly. And if you're in a bind, maybe, but not over a proven guy. Eagles have a good run defense. They do. Eagles have, they're going to be exploited, I think, in the pass pretty heavily. Aaron Jones or James Conner, full PPR. Aaron Jones, James Conner. Okay. Pittsburgh is playing. Who's Pittsburgh playing? I'm blanking off the top of my head. Pittsburgh is playing. Who's Pittsburgh playing? Giants. Okay, so you have the Giants. Pittsburgh's playing the Giants. Giants are like near dead last again. And who was the other guy? It was Connor or who? Aaron Jones. Aaron Jones is playing Minnesota. Minnesota's like middle of the pack. Connor. I think I'd go Connor. I know that that's tough, but the Giants are near dead last. I think Connor's going to get work, but that's tough. I mean, they're both kind of drafted near the same range. I mean, Aaron Jones, in a lot of people's mind, people think you have to start Jones. He's a better running back, blah, 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 but they're getting taken around the same time. Fournette, I'd probably start Fournette over Ozigbo. Akers and Galladay. Galladay all day long if you're asking me between the two. Little in the house. Look at Little with that great avatar crown. Little is a multiple in a row YouTube member of the Fantasy Football Show, the exclusive YouTube membership that if you go to my main YouTube page, you can click join and you can get access to a Zoom link every Sunday morning where we talk start bench. I will go live 1 hour before kickoff with anybody in my Patreon package where it's $10 or on my YouTube membership where, again, you go to my main YouTube page, click the join button, and you can talk with me 1 hour before kickoff in a small, intimate group where we go over start bench advice like this last minute. Oh, okay, Little. You guys rather have Akers and Galladay or over Gurley and Deontay? Yeah. I'd rather have Galladay over Gurley and Deontay. So if you're going to give me Akers as well, who I don't even love, but that's a great throw-in, and I trade the hell out of him because he's got great trade value. Scary Terry or Hollywood in week one? Noah, that's a damn question, bro. How are you going to do that to me? I think I would probably still go with, Eagles middle of the pack. Washington's at home. Cleveland, I think the Ravens throw on Cleveland. I think the Ravens do well. I'm definitely going to mark Cleveland with a super chat, but I'm going Hollywood Brown, but I love McLaurin. Get them both. No, I'm not answering, Noah. Start McLaurin and Hollywood. Figure it out. Make a trade. I'm not telling you to bench McLaurin. No way. Mark Cleveland. I can't get anyone to make a bad trade. Can you think of a good waiver wire 12-team league Renfro running back Thank you, Mark, for the super chat, first of all. Waiver wire guy. What about Robinson, the potential starting running back for the Jaguars? Is he available? He's listed as the one. I don't know if he's going to start, but I mean, like he's named a starter, but I don't know if he's going to get like actual starter run, but it might be worth a grab. Zachary, Chris Carson, thank you for the super chat, Mark Cleveland, and thank you, Zachary. Chris Carson flex or Robert Woods flex, man, that's a tough one, and I don't even love either. Given their values, I like them both at the right value. I like anybody. I almost could like Gurley if he fell to like 7th round value. I could then tell you I like Todd Gurley at 7th round value. Carson, that's tough, man. That's tough. You got Seattle at Atlanta, who's like bottom 5 or 6 in the league against the run. Who's the other one? Robert, I always forget, like while I'm reading or while I'm talking it out. The Rams, are like, I want to say, the Rams are facing the Cowboys are middle of the pack. Ah, man. I go Carson probably, but that's tough. That's tough. Edelman or Woods, I go Woods. J.K. Dobbins, running back 2, or Duke Johnson. J.K. Dobbins. I'd take the gamble on J.K. Traded Jacobs for Gurley and Lockett. What's your take? No, I would not have done that, Scott. Scott, see me before you do this. Scott, Jacobs is a top 10 overall player. Gurley, I won't touch in the top 4 rounds. I don't like Gurley at all. And Lockett, we don't know what we're getting. Are we getting the Lockett that was a wide receiver 1? Are we getting a Lockett that's now a number 2 or 3 on his team? Or not 3, but he's the number 2 on his team. I think Lockett could have a good game this week, though. Let me just tell you that. So you might be pretty happy after this one. But no way, man. Jacobs for me. I would have taken Jacobs. Come see me next time, bro. That's why I'm here. It could work out, but I just don't like it. I don't like it. But I appreciate you, and please keep coming back, and let's keep doing it. Let's keep doing it. We're doing it live. Bell or Keenan Allen? Probably go Keenan Allen. I don't trust Bell's usage right now. I need to see it before I believe it. Smitty, I might have to start David Johnson over Hunt and Hollywood this week because he plays Thursday. That always ends up backfiring. Raise your hand with a thumbs up or whatever you can raise it with, or put a hand up. You can type hand in and a hand will show up in your phone. Raise your hand if you've ever started a player on Thursday night because they play Thursday night and it's worked out. That's almost the worst. If you got a great player like Mahomes, you're playing him, obviously. But who here has made a start? And I'm going to start driving because I'm actually heading somewhere. Who here has made that move and it worked out? Where they literally made the decision. Like they took somebody out of their lineup, put another player in the lineup because they're playing Thursday. I don't think it's worked out in the history of mankind. So be careful with that. Hollywood Browns might play. David Johnson could do okay, but you know what? That KC defense is going to be better than people expect. Whoa. Drop the phone. I like KC this year on defense. You know who else I like this year on defense? I think they're going to be a better than top 10 potential fantasy defense. And that is Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay, in my opinion, already has a top 10 defense, but I think the improvements they made this offseason mixed with Thomas Brady going at them in practice on a daily basis, much like he improved New England's defense, I think very understatedly. I'm really on board Tampa for my sneaky good defense that I'm picking up across multiple leagues because I really believe it's going to pan out and be a really, really smart decision. Ingram, John Brown, Kirk, or Gibson. Ingram. You can't mess around with that until you have guys proven like Gibson. You can't. I don't think you could bench a guy like Ingram, who's pretty much guaranteed, especially early on, guaranteed a boatload of work. And he thrived, even if he's getting 50, 60% of the work and not the full 100. That offense is producing in a way that's a great stat line for Ingram every single week in and week out. He doesn't need 100% of the work to thrive. He doesn't. Not in that offense. He's getting used enough, getting enough touches that 50, 60% of the work is enough for him to be fantastic. Should I start Scary Terry or Calvin Ridley? That one is, oh my God, toss a coin. How do you have, you need to make a trade, bro. We need to get you into a one better player using some of that depth because you're going to, that's a good problem to have, but you're going to get that wrong probably on a weekly basis, man. So we need to figure out a way Jamon, so to get you like, whether you're trading one of those guys with another player like a running back to get an elite running back. I think I'm doing that. I don't know who to tell you to start on that one. That's a good coin. That's a coin toss because I don't want to tell you to bench either one of those guys. I think Ridley's gonna have a big year. Man, good problem to have, but Watson or Kyler. Here's that Thursday night dilemma. Here's where we're wanting to start Watson Thursday night, right? We're like, well, we'll sit Kyler against the 49ers because the Niners are great, right? Well, Kyler did well against the 49ers all year. The 49ers can be exposed by a running quarterback. The quarterbacks that have had success against the 49ers have been running quarterbacks. Kyler Murray actually had, I believe, 3 touchdowns. I think it was 3. The last game he faced the 49ers, I believe he scored 3 touchdowns. And I think the game before that he scored 2, if I have that right. Anybody want to fact check me? See if I'm spouting off fake news? So don't bench Kyler because he's facing the number 1 or number 2 defense in the league. Almost doesn't matter when it comes to Kyler. He's a running quarterback. He can make mistakes, still get 40, 50 yards rushing and get you that, those mistakes back, earned back. McLaurin or Juju? You guys are asking me these are some crap questions now. Because how do I tell you to bench one of those two? Juju looks really good right now, is what we're hearing, catching everything. Ben's looking sharp. McLaurin, I absolutely love, but I think with Haskins, we don't know what's up yet. Washington looks awful. The only thing I think that could be good about that is that they're going to be throwing a ton in the third and fourth quarter, and you're going to have Haskins, whether he's been accurate or not, tossing a lot of balls in the direction of McLaurin in the third and fourth quarter and all game long. So I could see McLaurin cranking out big numbers, even if they're playing bad, and it could be a good thing for McLaurin all year, getting a lot of crap. So I don't know. I am not too sure what to tell you on that one either. Sometimes there's not an answer. I'm not always going to give everybody. I got to think about it more too. And this is what the Zoom call is all about too. So join me on the Zoom calls. How do you do that? You become a YouTube exclusive member. You just go to my main YouTube page and you click the join button, or you can go to my Patreon. But I think you're going to get a lot of benefits out of it. Not only do you get the Zoom link every 1 hour before kickoff, not only will you be able to talk with me 1 hour before kickoff, but you will also, sorry, I'm trying to park here. 1 hour before kickoff, you get the IG chat. That's right, JP. So you get exclusive IG chat access where I throw you into an IG group with all people just like you, who are exclusive members. You get exclusive videos each week that other people don't get, and you get that Zoom link. And you also get into the league I'm going to start. N'Keal Harry or Marlon Mack. I guess Marlon Mack for now, but I think N'Keal Harry could become very relevant very fast, but we kind of need to see him do it. Matt, start Gurley or Lockett at flex. Let's see. Gurley's playing. Atlanta is playing. Who's Atlanta playing? I'm trying to remember all this stuff off the top of my head. Atlanta's at home against Seattle, and Lockett is facing. Okay, so they're going against each other. Gurley's playing a number 12 defense. Lockett's playing a number 28 defense. I'm gonna go with Lockett over Gurley. Believe it or not. Should you trade Tyreek Hill for Montgomery and McLaurin? No, I would not. Smitty, you gonna go live 2 hours before kickoff on Sundays? I don't know what I'm doing yet, Scott. I'm going live an hour before with my Zoom community. I'm gonna talk it over with them and see if they're okay with us making it live, so that everybody can benefit from the info. But being in the Zoom community, you get to ask all the questions. It's all about the Zoom community, but at least the YouTube followers can watch it. So I'm going to talk to my guys about that. JP, everybody little, all those guys you see the badges. When you see a YouTube member with a badge, JP, post something so people can see your badge. JP's got a crown badge. You can tell if someone's an exclusive YouTube member, but those are the people. There you go. There he goes. JP. See JP right there? He's got the little crown badge. Any person with a crown badge, they get Zoom access. But JP, do you think we should do it private, or do you think we should let everybody watch our live stream so they can benefit from it? I think it might be beneficial for people to see it, but you still get totally focused on, so I don't think it's cheating. Yeah, I think we do it live. I think we'll try that. Start your mom or your dad. Um, that's a close one, man. Depends how tough your mom is. Mac or AJ Brown. Really? Kyle, take a lap. Kyle. Kyle, take a lap. Take a lap and take it now. You really asking me AJ Brown or Mac? Kyle's getting Smitty upset. AJ Brown. AJ Brown. AJ Brown. Kyle, I appreciate you. I know it doesn't sound like it. I know sometimes Papa yells at you, but the answer is AJ Brown. The answer is start the guy that's about to become a top 5 to 7 wide receiver, not the guy sharing time that's about to lose his job. Sharing with 2 other players. AJ Brown. AJ Brown ate DK Metcalf this offseason. And you're in here asking me, should I start the man that swallowed DK Metcalf whole? Have you seen AJ Brown lately? Kyle, I appreciate you. Flex PPR, Akers or Mostert. I'm going Mostert, man. We don't know what we're getting with Akers yet. Mostert, we do believe we have a 12 to 15 carry guy in week 1. Woods, Sutton, or AJ Green. It's tough between Woods and Sutton. I think Sutton could be safer, but Woods might have more upside, though. I don't mean to confuse you and throw you 2 different, angles. JP, I know you're kidding on that one. Mahomes is going to light it up Thursday night. I can't wait. So is Clyde Edwards-Helaire. Prediction, Clyde, first carry, a rumbler. It's going to be a rumbling carry. I don't know if it's going to be taken to the house or whatever. I pretty much feel Clyde's going to score no matter what on Thursday night. I might put a little challenge out to the community. I might do a crazy post, stay on my Instagram, stay on my YouTube. I might be like the first 5 to comment on this. And if Clyde doesn't score, I'm going to do something for all of you or give away some stuff. So get ready for that. I'm out of here. I appreciate all of you. You guys make this place what it is. Without you, the show would be nothing. DJ or Mostert, I go Mostert. Chad, Daryl Williams score more fantasy points than Clyde. I mean, anything's possible in week one. We don't know what they're going to do. Come on, Smitty, says Chad. What did I do, Chad? What did I do? Who's your favorite team? I don't have a favorite team per se because I'm all about fantasy. I always have been for my 16 years. Oh, for leaving. Sorry, Chad. I'm going live. I go live all the time, bro. I'll be back. But I'm in Arizona, so the Cardinals for sure. I mean, if I got to pick a team, it's the Cardinals. Smitty, I need another one of those how to trade videos. Roger, I'm on it. Believe me, I got more psychology videos in the works. You just wait. Hit the like button, says Scott, you slackers. Hit that like button. I have 77 people in here and only 36 thumbs up. If you want me to be able to continue doing this, I need the lights to stay on. I'm outside right now, so it's a bad analogy, but we need to keep the lights on. Hit the thumbs up. Punch it. Every time you get in here, hit that thumbs up. You are helping Smitty. Think to yourself, how can I help Smitty today? How can I get more content? How you guys want me to go live during the day, the night, midnight while I'm sleeping? I'm not going to do shower rants like counselor. I'm sorry. I won't do that. No hot tub. no hot tubs in my bathtub rants. I don't know. Maybe I will, but I need you to punch the thumbs up. I need you to comment. Comment helps engagement, and you get an answer from me. Commenting is like the best thing in the world because you're going to get you're going to get a reply, and it helps with engagement. But I need the thumbs up when you come in. 70 of you in here. Next time you come in, if you could think about that for a second. Hey, you know what? Smitty's out here live helping me out. All I got to do to help him right now is punch that little tiny thumbs up. And by doing so, literally all 69 that are in here right now, all 70, 80, whenever you're in here, just hit the little thumbs up. Helps me a ton. Helps the channel a ton. Jamon says no. I don't know what you're saying no to. Clyde will bust Thursday night. That I'll say no to. No! Stop talking bad about Clyde. All right, I'm out of here. Appreciate all of you.